Hi everyone, let's go over my bullish and bearish Elliott wave scenarios on Bitcoin, starting with the bullish scenario where we are looking for a 3-wave zigzag to the downside, after which we expect continuation to the upside. In wave A, we then have a leading diagonal, a 5-wave structure, followed by a 3-wave corrective move to the upside in a wave B and another impulse down in a wave C. Common target area for your wave B is the 382 to the 886 Fibonacci, taken from the high to the low of this wave A, giving you a target area between 71.9k and 63.1k. Preferably, this wave B is ending after the 0.382 Fib time taken from the start to the end of this wave A, comparing A with wave B in time, and it is rare for structures to not at least relate by the 382 Fib time here sitting on the 19th of May. We do have some additional resistance in this area. Of course, if we're looking for this wave B, then at the moment a zigzag structure is attractive, so we want to look for resistances above 65k here, where we then have this blue box between 68.2 and 69.2k, and then another blue one here, 70.7k to 72k. After wave B, we are then looking for a wave C to the downside, and the invalidation is price moving up and taking the high at 73.8k. The second and most bullish scenario is that your low is in and we are looking for continuation to the upside. Wave 1 is finished, looking for 2 to finish, and then continuation up in a wave 3. The structure that we're looking for, however, in both of the bullish scenarios is exactly the same. In a wave B, you also want to see something like this, but then price moving down for a wave C, while in the impulsive scenario, this is your 1, this is your 2, and you want to see price continuing to the upside in a bigger wave 3. The invalidation for this scenario is price moving to the downside at 56.6k. On the lower time frames, we are then looking for that 3-wave or impulsive structure where we have a finished wave A or 1 here, looking for a 3-wave corrective structure in a B or 2, and then continuation to the upside in a wave C or a wave 3. Common target area for your wave 2 is the purple box here between the 05 and the 786, taken from the low to the high of wave 1, giving you a target area between 61k and 58.4k. Wave B also has the 886 as a common target at 57.5k. In this area, we have some additional support. First of all, the blue box here between 59.4k and 60k, and then also here just around the 786, 57.9k to 58.3k. After B or 2, we want to see impulsive continuation, meaning we want to, of course, see some signs of strength to give us the confidence that price will move impulsively towards the upside. And the invalidation for this scenario is taking the low at 56.5k. If we then zoom into this wave B or 2, we need to look for a 3-wave corrective structure to the downside. And Flotty this morning shared a WXY double zigzag, which is this scenario over here with an ABC in W, WXY in wave X, and an ABC in wave Y, which is exactly something that I would like to see as well inside this wave B/wave 2. So we have an ABC in W, WXY in X, looking for another ABC to the downside in wave Y. Common target area for your wave Y is the 0.618 to the 1.236 trend-based fib extension, taken from the high to the low of W to the high of X, giving you a target area between 60.4k and 57.3k. However, in this scenario, we then only finished wave A, still looking for a B, and then a wave C to the downside to lower prices, looking for those support areas mentioned earlier. Now inside this wave Y, this ABC is what we're then looking for. The common target area for your wave B is the 886 to the 382, taken from the high to the low of wave A, giving you a target area between 61.4k and 63.1k. Inside this area, we have this white box over here, which is a 5-minute order block right around the golden pocket, sitting between 62.2k and 62.4k. Between the 786 and the 886, we also have a daily naked point of control at 62.9k. After wave B, we want to see an impulsive structure to the downside in a wave C. Now wave B can be any corrective structure, can be a zigzag, triangle, can also be a flat structure, which would be quite interesting because so far we have not actually hit this blue box over here for support, but we want to see price still move towards the upside to at least the minimum being the 382. The bearish scenario is price continuing towards the downside and taking the low at 56k. We're then looking for a three-wave corrective structure, after which we expect continuation to the upside. Wave W here is a regular flat in an A, B, C wave structure. Wave X is a running flat, and then we look for wave Y to finish inside the common target area for a wave Y, which is the 0.618 to the 1.236 trend-based extension from the start to the end of W to the end of wave X, giving you a target area between 56.7k and 47.9k. The probabilities for this scenario are lower, however, because wave X is a running flat, wave C not taking the high of wave A, which is very rare, never preferred unless all of the other scenarios fail, which basically means taking the low. The invalidation for this scenario is the all-time high at 73.8k. So if we then look at the probabilities of the different scenarios, then on the daily time frame, probabilities at the moment are higher for the bullish scenarios, where we are looking for at least a three-wave structure to the upside for then a B, C and continuation, or a bigger wave 3 and continuation immediately. On the 4-hour time frame, locally, probabilities are also higher for the bullish scenarios, looking for an A, B, C or a 1, 2, 3 compared to the bearish scenario, which is continuation to the downside after a running flat, which is rare as explained. On the 1-hour time frame, we are still expecting price to move down over here to lower prices to support at 59, 58k, and then look for strength in these areas, look for proof of support. And on number 2, lower probability is the bearish scenario, meaning continuation to the downside. And on the 15-minute time frame, we are looking for price to move to the upside inside the wave B target area, where we want to see at least the 382 hit. Now a B wave can be any corrective structure, and most corrective structures will move up directly. However, in a flat, you first want to see the low taken, which is quite interesting because we are hovering just above support at the moment. So let's see what the price is going to give us this weekend. I hope that this video was helpful or valuable to you. Please check out the most recent educational video I've made about the best trading indicator you can use in my opinion, which is the CVD. And for now, thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'd like to see you at the next one. Bye bye.